Good morning, my AKA Patters. Let's make the adjustment. Welcome to the channel. Peter A. DeLuca here, AKA Pad69, and always through Philadelphia and the multiverse, the eclectic one. That's what they know me as. Alright, swig of this before we get on the topic. Had a revelation. We were going to do a Fall of Star Wars video, and more of the adjustment. We're going to talk Star Wars in this video, just because I feel like I should document a little bit of the tone of the Fall of Star Wars, and then we know how I feel about the K-Fakers. Now I have 3 videos from them cooking. We do have an upcoming Witchblade takedown, teardown. Their review of Witchblade is absolutely atrocious. But we're talking Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3. And why? Why can't I get off of this? See, just to be clear, so many of you think I do not like James Gunn, or I don't think James Gunn is talented or can do... No, James Gunn is accomplished, talented, coming up through trauma. He has the type of film career that film makers dream of. You know, to go through the independent ranks and to pretty much be like a three-headed dragon, writing, directing, and producing. He has such a brilliant run of just delivering stories, and he delivers through lines in all of his stories. I'm long on record of saying Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is maybe my top 3 Marvel movie. I like Guardians 2 versus 1 just because, you know, like, there's a lot when it comes to origin movies that I you know, like the introduction phase of the movie, you know, like, this is the power of sequels, and this is the power of franchises, where you can have something like Guardians 2 and just hit the ground running. With all of that said, let me show you guys something. Let me show you this. I got this in the hopes of doing a live stream when Avatar: The Way of Water was dropping in the theaters. You know, I wanted to hijack some of that momentum. Didn't get around to it, but this book's been just lingering around the AKA pad, if you will, for quite some time. And yeah, I've just been going through a couple of box office statistics, box office numbers, and I realized that despite the quality of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 going into this weekend, the only modern day model, and we want to use modern day because movie theaters have less seats, they have more expensive seats, we're dealing with reserve seatings, we're dealing with all kinds of gimmicks. The one theater near me in Philly literally has 4 separate types of screens with 4 separate price points. It's insane. With all of that said, the only modern model to mirror what Guardians 3 needs to do is Avatar 2: The Way of Water. Avatar 2 opened, it really didn't pop, but then it grew legs, it grew legs, it grew legs, it grew legs. It did a lot overseas. It slowly captured the imagination again, slowly inspired people once again. And that is the absolute trouble that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is in. The quality is there, the word of mouth is there, but now can it grow into a box office success? And it's so funny because a lot of these people didn't apply the proper numbers to Black Adam, which is really weird because Black Adam nearly doubled the beans in the pot, so to speak. It nearly doubled the budget, and that wasn't good enough because it didn't pop upon release. That's what she said. Guardians of the Galaxy equally didn't pop, but if it grows and it has legs similar to Avatar, people will look at Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 as a word of mouth success, and they will not echo that into Black Adam, which is hilarious in my eyes because there is something of a comparison between, repeat, where are you going? Oh, Black Adam and Guardians. Black Adam came out at the end of a run with the big movie. I believe that the quality was there. I believe the characters was there. I believe what they did with the character of Black Adam. It was all there. Did have a through line. Every part of that movie was thought out. I know a lot of you out there don't believe modern day blockbusters have that quality of characterization. I do nothing but argue with you on that. They absolutely do. Because movies are longer today, they're filled with more, because you get more bang with your buck, because the rising ticket pricing. So movies go from 2 hours, 2 hours 15, 2 hours 30, 3 hours. You guys do see this trend. The reason for that is we go from a 3-act structure to a 5-act structure, and we try to fill that movie in with as many little things as possible, and it does have a lot of character moments. And it's really weird. No one seems to be able to look and read and rate characters anymore. But with that said, that was a little bit of an argument for Black Adam there, Fast and Furious, Transformer movies. You guys know I love all of those. But Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 needs to have legs, just like Avatar: The Way of Water. And the animal cruelty part of the movie isn't going to get people in there. So what do we have left? And I think there's a little bit of the idea that these characters are moving on, right? Like, we don't, like, you know, people, I don't believe people show up to movies to watch characters die, despite what some of the advertising dictates. They really don't. People want to see our characters carry on. And this movie being final and really not coming off as truly amazing is probably going to, you know, the movie's probably going to be dead this weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if Super Mario Brothers, you know, comes up and competes with it, you know, like fills that gap compared to a week ago. And as soon as any percentage drops for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, people are going to literally sound the alarm, and people are going to cheer from their windows, because we have nothing but the failure of the Marvels coming in on Guardians' heels. Now, we don't want none of this. We don't want bad movies. We don't want movies to crash. We want to be proven wrong. But Guardians of the Galaxy, the quality is there, but it's still like a mid-level reception. It's a meh. And that is absolutely the death of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Guardians 3 needs legs. It needs legs, and it needs to get near $1 billion. Let that sink in. Look at the numbers. It's insane. AKA Pad here, signing out.